This John Deere STX 38 is a giant turd. The back tire will go from fully inflated to completely deflated in 2 minutes flat. The steering does not work. It's very tight. And just take this lid off. The engine is hard to turn, but we're going to see if we can salvage the engine. All I really need is this plastic piece and these two switches and the mower blades and maybe a couple parts off the deck. But everything else is I'm gonna see if I can sell for parts on Marketplace, Facebook, and then scrap the rest of it. So we're gonna start by trying to turn over the engine and see if it's even worth salvaging. Well, that turns. So that's a good start. Doesn't sound so good, but it does spin free. Come on, get on there. Yeah. We'll see if we can get that to fire up before we start tearing everything apart. Well, I tried to jump it. It's missing a positive battery terminal cable. So I tried to jump it straight to the starter. And that thing was turning slow and was not kicking the Bendix out. So I will try to tear that apart tomorrow and see if I can clean that up like I did the last one. I did notice after I turned off the camera, stupid hood, there's a lot going on this side. Fuel filter's broken, a bunch of missing wires and pulled off wires, and I don't know that this engine's gonna run in the tractor, but I'm still gonna give it a try. Well, I got this thing to almost fire. Got to catch fire a couple times. That was interesting. But it spins over pretty freely now, but it won't pop off again. I'm not sure why. And I'm just about out of starting fluid. I think we're making some headway. Let's keep going. Okay, we're going to pull the spark plug, check that. test compression and check to make sure it's getting spark. The gap looks decent. All right, let's try that. I don't think it's in all the way. Crap. I think it's stuck in there now. Well, it's only showing 30 psi of compression. So that right there tells me I need to tear the engine down. Hopefully it's just some worn or stuck piston rings. I don't know. We're going to check the spark real quick too before we move on from this engine. Yeah, we got some strong sparks, so that's a good start, or good sign. So I think I'm going to take the parts that I need for the other tractor, and if I tear this engine apart, may or may not be another video. It's not going to be on this one. Yeah, so let's get to the parts that I need and finish this one out. Okie dokie. To get this plastic piece off, we have to pull, we got to take that off, the knob. Alright, come down here. And take those two bolts out. Maybe those two bolts. And those two bolts. And then it should come free. But I've been wrong in the past. 6 bolts, 3 brackets, and this whole thing comes loose. I pull that out and disconnect all of it. There's that. There's that. And I think we'll pull the mower deck off, and just in case I need some parts for that. Actually, I knew I'll need the blades, so I'll pull the whole thing off to get those off. There we go. Got the deck out. Got the parts I needed. Tomorrow we'll push this thing outside, push the other one back in here, and put all the stuff together and see if that runs. Okay. I pulled the starter off the parts tractor because I bought a new starter. Wasn't the right one. Pulled this one off the old tractor, the parts tractor. Took it apart, cleaned it all up. Runs great. Awesome. Put a battery in it. Now, and I put that on, hooked up the two switches, and now comes the trial. Will it run? Will it do anything? Fingers crossed. No, nothing. Dang it. That sucks. It's clicking. The fuel shutoff cylinder is clicking. Alright, I guess I got a little bit more digging to do. Ah, frickin' A. I turned the camera off and I play with the gear shifter. And I tried it. Yeah. Ain't got no gas in it. I don't think I even have any gas. Well, I guess that put a little speed bump in our way. We're gonna have to go get some. I got the brackets on, and I crawled under the tractor to look underneath and see what I have to do under here. And I realized there's a pulley missing. And hard to see. Let's see if I can get some light on that. That belt is jammed into that pulley, so that's, I don't know if that's free or not. It's jamming up that pulley. And let me see. That belt is shot, so that's got to come off anyway. There's a notch in that. I don't know yet if I need that, like a hole, where I can just leave that one on there. This bracket here is bent. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be. I'll have to look at the other tractor and see if it's something I can straighten out or replace it. And I don't think that pulley is supposed to be that far down on the shaft. So it's either going to have to come off or get knocked back up into place. So I got a little bit of figuring to do on this. And that right there is the transmission drive belt. Tore up there. A little tore up there. Tore up there. No, that's okay. That'll run it. I ended up swapping out that cross bracket and the post bracket with the parts tractor, because that post is a little less worn than the post that was on here. And I figured I'm just taking that post off. I might as well take that cross bracket off too. Done. Now I'm just waiting on a drive belt. Okay, yeah. I got my belt, came in today. Hard to see because it's dark under here. Right there. So I got that put in. Put the pulleys back together. Put the PTO on. Now we gotta plug it in and test it. It's coming. Okie dokie. I got the blades taken off that deck and put on this deck. I got the belts routed and tensioned properly. I'm going to take that cover off of that one and put it on there when I'm done. I don't believe I need anything else from this one. I'm working on putting some good tires on the John Deere rims, and I'm going to put them on this tractor. I'm going to try to put them on this tractor. Hopefully they fit, because while I was underneath, I realized that this one is messed up. So I'm going to hopefully get 2 good rims and tires on the front of this tractor. Then we're going to put the deck under, and put the hood back on, and it should be good to go. Okay. Got the deck on. Got a battery in it. Let's fire it up and see if it'll fire up, and see if the PTO works, or if the whole thing's just going to blow up in our face. My face. You're not here. Dang it, need to jump it. Okay, here goes nothing. Crap. Alright, I did something wrong, so now I gotta figure it out. Alright, I figured out my problem. Dumbass didn't put it in, make sure the neutral safety switch was engaged. Well, that sucks. spring is jank. Alright, it took me days to fiddling around with these stupid tires. Finally watched a video on how to do it right, and it took me like 15 minutes to get them mounted, not balanced, but mounted, and they're golden. So now we're gonna see if we can get them on the tractor and see if they fit. Tire off. Clean that grease off a little bit. We'll put some fresh in when we're done. That is some horrible grease. Oh, there's the internals of the can't think of what they're called right now. The hub. It's going straight through. Alright, let's get tire 1, see if it fits. Ooh. I think we need to come up with a spacer for that. It is riding right up against, tires riding up against that. So, a spacer I shall seek. Okay then, got the tires on. I found enough washers to fit on there to keep them spaced so that tire doesn't rub on the steering on either side. And it is solid. There's no wiggle there. No wiggle there. Now I just need to figure out, I had an issue. This right here is the belt tensioner for the mower deck drive belt. I had that tightened and it was squealing and didn't want to spin. So I loosened that, or released the tension, and it mows just fine. And it's got the right size belt on it. So I don't know if the PTO that I put on from a different tractor is too big, or if I just need to run it with the tensioner nut tension. I will have to figure that out. Alright, that wraps it up. I got it running. I got the blades running. Everything works as it should. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.